that brought me to this place in the first place. Was just, I'd had enough of all that other stuff. About some of you too, I'm sure. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Ross. It's wonderful to have such great musicians.
Yay!
And honestly, I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You know, those of us who have been long in the tooth and doing this a long, long time, I have to confess that there have been Sundays when I have absolutely forgotten the offering. So don't worry about it. So, when your board president suddenly waves at you and goes, offering, 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 you go, oh, I guess I should ask for that, shouldn't I? So don't worry about it. It's another way of releasing, actually.
That's true.
We just have to let it go and let it be, right? We're not always gonna, my saying recently has been progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever make perfection, but if I can make progress, I'm pretty happy. How about you? That's about where I am. So this is a talk title. Well, I'll back this up a little bit because I'm going to share some things with you today. This is kind of a very special and personal day for me, and I'm really happy to be back here because when I was a student, Reverend Linda McNamara was the minister here, and she let me intern with her while I was a student. So this was one of my home bases for a period of time, and I really loved that. And then when Reverend Sean came in, she's continued over the years to ask me to speak, and last year she asked me several times and I was unavailable, and I'm so thrilled that today I am able to speak here because I think this will be the final talk I give before I make a great big leap and really let go, and you'll hear about all that. So it's kind of a special, a little bit poignant thing that I would be back here today to share with all of you. I would bet, so the talk title, Getting Unstuck, I just want to tell you that I don't usually repeat a talk title or a talk theme because when I was an Episcopalian, when our local priest was out of town, he'd bring in this guy that was older than I am, and he would come with yellow lined legal paper that was all brown around the edges, and he would do these kind of recycled talks. And I'd go, oh, Father Red, oh no. And I swore to myself then, because I knew I wanted to be a minister, or I wanted to be a priest then, but I decided that I needed something a little bit less organized, and so I found us. I swore I'd never do that. And then I heard Gene Houston one time say, the last thing you want to do is bore God. So I thought, okay, I have to come up with an original every week. Well, I really like this talk title, Getting Unstuck. And I gave this talk another time, and we're going to play a little bit today and have a little fun. And I thought, well, I'm just going to repeat the title, but I've got a couple of other things that I want to share. So that's just the background on that. Because when I told Sean that I was going to do this, she said, oh yeah, Getting Unstuck, you've done that before. And I went, oh, rats. How did you know that? So here we are. So it seems to me like everybody in this room at some time or another has felt stuck, right? And maybe some of you feel that right now. That maybe there's an issue or there's action that you know you need to take or something that just you know you need to do in order to move forward, and yet you just feel like your feet are glued to the ground and there's just no way you can move off of whatever it is that's causing you to feel that way. So is there anybody that's honestly never felt stuck? Okay. You? Oh, okay, good. So maybe sometimes it's something like writer's block. Some of you might be writers, and we all hear about writer's block. And they say the antidote to writer's block is just to sit down and start writing gibberish until something comes out that makes some sense. Well, that's a pretty good way to go. Maybe you're stuck with some kind of a financial situation, financial inertia in some way, or just wanting to move off of a financial situation and knowing what you need to do, but you just haven't been motivated yet to do it. Maybe it's a relationship going nowhere, or it might be a job. Maybe you've wanted to move and you don't take action. It can be any number of situations, but they all have one thing in common. And that's that we have told ourselves a falsehood over and over again, and it is that keeps us stuck. So that's what limits us. It's like we fill our mind up with clutter, and the clutter are these false beliefs that kind of obscure the light and the truth of who we are. Ernest Holmes tells us it is necessary that we release all thoughts as well as things that clutter up our lives. I don't know about you, but I've got a big job every day of just releasing things, right? Releasing the false beliefs, the attachments, the expectations, the outcomes, the need to control, ideas that don't work anymore. You know, we all have all this stuff that sort of sticks to us all over the place, right? And that's the sticky notes that we're going to get to in a few minutes here. We got these little notes that you were given on the way in the door. But I first want to tell you a couple of things about why this is probably the last talk I'm going to be giving on the mainland for a while. Don and I made a big life decision. We've been married 31 years. For 31 years, we've been traveling back and forth to Hawaii. Hawaii was my home many, many years ago when I was just finishing college and starting out my new life as an adult. We lived in the islands, and we have talked about living there forever. So last year, we decided to rent a house for 6 months on the island of Kauai. After all of our traveling around all the different islands, we both settled on that island because it's the least developed, it's the most green, it has wonderful spiritual centers, it has, including a CSL, but also an incredible Hindu temple and an amazing Buddhist peace center. My husband's musically plays ukulele, he's got all these buddies that live there and play, and we have friends there. And so we decided that we'd see what it was like for 6 months and decide whether we could do it or not. And we did the whole Ben Franklin list. Take off the rose-colored glasses, all of the things. Okay, here are the issues about being out in the middle of the ocean, farther from any landmass than anywhere else in the world. and yet we said, yes, we can do this. We can do it. Well, it's one thing to say you can do it. It's another thing to go home. To the home you've lived in so comfortably for so many years, all the friends that you have, all your family, all of your kind of life routine, it's all, you know, kind of comfortable and easy, and disrupt it all, especially at our age, right? But we thought, if we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? If we teach live your dream and we don't live the dream, then what's the point? And no, neither of us decided that we wanted to go to our resting place going, I wish we'd have moved to Hawaii. So we decided that it was time for us to do this. And so we did the work to get the house listed on the market. And part of that, by the way, was to declutter. So there was the first part of getting unstuck and letting go. And anybody that's had to go through staging your home, you know, it's kind of like, well, yeah, but we live here. How do we keep it looking like this? Fortunately, our house sold in 9 days. We had 3 offers, and so one was a not very good offer. The other 2 were good offers. And so the house is in escrow now. So today,